Stop allowing the word broke to define you and to have power over you. Hey everyone, it's your girl Eboni Elle, and I want to welcome you back to my channel, Eboni Elle TV. Today I'm going to talk about why broke shouldn't scare you. Yes, I said it. Broke should not scare you. I understand that many of you are already thinking, but there's so much power in the tongue and you have to watch what you say. It is true, but it is also true that we give some words so much power over us that they don't deserve. When I was growing up, my grandfather was one of the wealthiest men that I knew. He was a business owner, he was extremely independent, and he was always on his grind. And so you would understand my surprise when around birthday time, I'd go look for Grandpa and he'd say, I'm a little bit salt. Translation, I don't have it right now. I'm a little bit broke right now. I don't got it. Now, when I reflect on that moment now and I hear us saying things like, I don't want to use the word broke. Some people would even go as far to say, Eboni, why do you use that word to describe where you came from? Why do you even reference that word right now? Here's the thing. The word broke does not scare me. Let me repeat myself. The word broke does not scare me because I cannot be broken by something that I've already beat. See, I've already been broke, and therefore the thought of relative brokenness does not scare me. I do not dance around it. The word does not have power over me. In fact, I have power over it. I want to break down the definition. The word broke suggests relativity. The word broke suggests relativity. I am broke in comparison to something, whether that be where you came from or where you're going or where you are now. It is relative. Therefore, somebody who currently has $1 million could say, I'm broke right now, and still be sitting on $1 million, but they are relatively broke to maybe when they had their last $2 million. The word says there is a season for everything. As you progress and build your wealth, there will be moments where you'll think, damn, I feel a little broke right now. The word doesn't have the power over you because only you can give power to a word of relativity. Now let me tell you what I am afraid of though. I'm afraid of the word impoverished. I am afraid of the word mediocrity. I'm afraid of the word irrelevant. Now you might be thinking, what does this all tie into the word broke? Here's the thing. So many of us are trying to avoid this thing, this relative thing that we've given so much power to, that we allow it to drive our decisions. We don't want temporary and relative uncomfortability and tension in our finances that could lead to great things because we so wholeheartedly don't want to be broke. We don't want to feel broke. We don't want to appear broke, but we allow the word to hold us down. So because you're so afraid of the word broke, you stifle your ability to build wealth and abundance. See, you had huge dreams to build generational wealth, and yet, because it's going to take some uncomfortability in your finances, some temporary brokenness, some relative inconvenience, you're deciding that you no longer want to do that thing. You no longer want to create that legacy. The thing that motivated me to get into the financial industry in the first place was the fact that I was broke. Broke doesn't scare me. We used to have sleepovers. The fact that I was uncomfortable in relativity is what motivated me to get where I was, because you see, I looked at broke and we had a conversation and I said to myself, I want to leave something for every single generation because I don't want to be irrelevant. I don't want to sit and wallow in this thing called broke. I don't want it to define me, and I don't want it to have power over me. Reason being, when I have great grandkids, I want them to look up one day and say, this lady is a boss. Here's what I want you to take from this. I don't want anybody to take this and run and say, well, Eboni says we should just be using negative labels. But what I'm saying is, yes, words have power over you so long as you give them power over you. Stop giving broke in particular power over you. Now, don't run around saying you're poor, because poor is not relative. Let me repeat that. Poor is not relative. I don't like the word impoverished, but I do not fear the word broke. So don't take this as I don't believe that there's power in the tongue, because I truly do. I just want you to open your eyes to how much power you're giving certain words. And perhaps for yourself, the word isn't broke. Maybe you have a really good idea and you're holding yourself back from launching what could potentially change your life because the word you're giving power to is unrealistic. Think about that. What is your word? What is your word? What is the word that you think you might be giving too much power to? Yeah, what is the word that you're giving too much power to? Now, I want you to think about this word in particular because this might speak to some people. How does this word make you feel? The feelings that you write down or that you actually recognize, dive a little bit deeper into what those feelings are rooted in, what they're connected to, what experiences or traumas are you holding on to that you're allowing to fuel and give power to broke. If broke is not your word, again, the word that you think of, write it down and write down the emotions that come to you when you think of that thing. Is it anxiety? Is it sadness? Is it anger? And I want you to address that because here's the thing. When you allow anything to take power over you, you're already at a disadvantage. Some of you are holding back with all your might instead of putting all your might into pushing you up, catapulting you to where you need to be. Broke is a temporary and relative state. In fact, I once made a video that said this: you can't appreciate the wealth you build unless you've been a bit broke. Because when you get it, you don't have anything to compare it to. Your happiness, your excitement, your hard work, it all has to be built on something. And oftentimes that something is broke. So allow yourself to recognize you cannot be broken by something you've beat. You've been there, you've done it, and you will likely meet the feeling again. Perhaps not in the same extremity that you once faced. Perhaps it might be a little bit more extreme this time. There is a lesson and a blessing in meeting the thing that you beat once again. Stop being scared of the word broke. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure, if you're not already doing so, to subscribe to my channel and also hit that bell so you can get notified when I post some more videos. I look forward to seeing you all soon. Take care. Bye.